So Joaquin Buckley and Kamaru Usman are fighting this weekend. And initially when this fight got booked, I didn't even care to make a video or share my opinion because it was pretty obvious. Kamaru Usman is a tremendous underdog for this fight. I might as well get in there and try to fight Joaquin Buckley. Like, this is shaping out to look like a 37U football player versus an NFL football player. Joaquin Buckley, he's on a winning streak. He's on a knockout streak. He's explosive. He's fast. He's super motivated. Kamaru Usman, he's almost 38 years old. He's on a losing streak. He's not as fast as he used to be. He gets hit a lot. He's had a long layoff. He's a podcaster now. Like, all the odds are in Joaquin Buckley's favor. It's not even, like, it's a good fight, but it's not, no one thinks this is close. But as some weeks have passed and I've sat here and I've thought about it, I still haven't changed my mind. But I wanted to make it interesting here on YouTube, so I went digging. And I looked at some film and I did the dirty work that no one else is willing to do. I looked at this film and no, but side note, in all seriousness, I'm pissed off because when I was watching Joaquin Buckley film, why the heck am I getting Zaxby's milkshake? Why am I getting fried chicken restaurant advertisements while I'm watching Joaquin Buckley? Pissed me off, bro. Anyways, I was watching the film. I was doing the dirty work. And I've looked at some stylistic aspects to this fight that might make it a little more difficult for Joaquin Buckley. So Kamaru Usman has only fought one other fighter like Joaquin Buckley physically, and that is Tyron Woodley. And no, it's not just because they're both black, but it's because both Tyron Woodley and both Joaquin Buckley are, they're black.
Come on now, dog.
They're strong, they're explosive, they have a wrestling background, they're about the same height, have about the same reach. But stylistically, they're nothing alike. Tyron Woodley, he was an orthodox fighter. Buckley is a southpaw. Tyron Woodley fought off his back foot a lot, and he was a counter striker. Joaquin Buckley, he walks you down. Plus, I mean, I feel like due to the evolution of MMA and how fighters are just getting better, they're getting sharper, more well-rounded, more aggressive. Dude, I would pick current Joaquin Buckley over prime Tyron Woodley. Shoot, the way MMA has evolved, I'd pick current Buckley over a prime Rickson Gracie. Could you imagine, bro? He would turn Rickson Gracie into a Tom and Jerry accordion in one round. I know somewhere in the world, a Gracie Baja blue belt just unsubscribed to me for saying that, but that's just the truth, man. If you look at the way the sport has evolved, it is getting scary out here. But if you look at this matchup for Kamaru Usman, I think Joaquin Buckley is a combination of Khamzat Chimaev's physicality and power, and then Colby Covington's southpaw stance and high output. And so in this video, I'm going to share 3 ways that I think Kamaru Usman can win this weekend, despite all the ads, the chicken ads, and the odds being stacked against him. So the first way I think that Kamaru Usman is, and I'm going to try to not be people forget, man. I'm trying to not be like that in this video. But I think the first thing that he can do is his jab. Kamaru Usman has one of the best jabs in the game, or he did. Oh, geez. He did have one of the best jabs in the game. I think a jab and a straight right is going to split the guard. His jab was money. He fired down the center against Covington's southpaw stance to disrupt his movement and to keep his distance. Like, the 1-2 is pretty much the foundation of Kamaru Usman's striking game. Also, it helps that his arms are like as long as his legs, basically daddy long leg. In my opinion, he had one of the best jabs in the game. You remember he knocked out Gilbert Burns with that jab. He can time it perfectly. It's not necessarily the speed of it. It's not necessarily the power of it. It's his timing. And then one of the craziest KOs of all time was Kamaru Usman versus Masvidal, and it was the 1-2. This is his weapon. Now, Joaquin Buckley is very aggressive, but he loads up really big. Most people, they just get overwhelmed by him coming at them so aggressive, and they don't pick him apart between his big hooks. Here he fought Imavov, and you can see Imavov lands that jab. It almost is like a push jab to try to keep his distance. But then he lands his right cross right there. And look at how wide open. I believe I can fly.
Yo, tell me with this.
Joaquin Buckley loads up big, and that opens up a chance for someone with a strong 1-2 or a strong jab or a perfectly timed jab to knock him off balance. Also, I mean, here's another one. Joaquin Buckley's fought everyone. Kevin Holland knocked him out with a bad with a 1-2. Had him doing the limbo, man. So yeah, I really think Usman, if he uses his long jab and a straight right down the pipe, he can intercept Buckley before he explodes. Pause. This can force Joaquin Buckley to reset and kill his momentum. Joaquin Buckley really relies on momentum and forward pressure. I think this is how Usman can keep him fighting at his pace. His 38-year-old, slow, walk in the neighborhood, walk in the puppy dog pace. Here we have another instance of this. I mean, this isn't even a jab, but you see how Usman does have the skill set. When someone loads up big, look at Colby Covington. You'll never see, this is why boxers laugh at MMA fighters, because you'll never see a boxer like throwing a punch like this. But this is just another example of how Usman, he has the timing, he has the skill set to, if someone is loading up big, he will punish you. All right, second thing that I think he can use is clinch work and body work. So Kamaru Usman, he's really good at this. Honestly, these are the worst times in the fights, is when he's clinched up against the wall, mushing and pushing and smushing. He did this to Masvidal. He did this to Leon Edwards. But it's kind of satisfying to watch him just kind of throw Leon Edwards around.
Don't let him bully your son.
It's kind of satisfying. But he does have this ability. This is one of his strongest skill sets. And Joaquin Buckley, being a walk you down guy, he's going to have to stand his ground. They're probably going to have some really heavy trade-offs in the middle of the octagon, because Kamaru Usman is not a backup type of fighter. He's not a guy who strikes you walking backwards. He strikes you moving forwards. So if he can get an angle and get Joaquin Buckley against the fence and kind of drain him and hit him with body shots, knees to the body. Dude, Kamaru Usman, he's a 5-round machine. He rarely slows down in the championship rounds. You literally have to shut off Kamaru Usman in order to win the 5th round. Killing his gas tank is crucial because Buckley relies so much on explosion. His gas tank is probably as crazy as Usman's, to be honest. So digging to the body with straights, knees to the clinch, I think that would really sap Buckley's strength by round 2 or round 3. This ain't gonna be much, but it's honest work, okay? That's what the video is about. The video is about how he can win. I'm not saying he's gonna win. I'm just saying this is how he can win, and this is how he probably will win if he does. But no one in this video said Kamaru Usman is gonna win this Saturday. I hate it because, dude, this is one of my favorite fighters of all time, but this is how he's gonna do it. Now, the other one is wrestling, obviously. Dude, Kamaru Usman is one of the best wrestlers in the history of the UFC. And we see that Colby Covington was able to land this takedown. 39-year-old Colby Covington, washed Colby Covington, was able to land this takedown on Tyler, the Creator.
It's my fault.
So why can't Kamaru Usman? I think Kamaru Usman will be able to take down Joaquin Buckley. Holding him down is a whole different story. Colby Covington, he couldn't hold him down, obviously. Kamaru Usman is way stronger than Colby Covington. I think Kamaru Usman will have a little bit more luck holding down Joaquin Buckley, sapping the strength, clinching him against the fence, punishing him from top control, making it his fight. I think he actually will get at least one takedown this fight. And I think he will probably end up with more control time than Joaquin Buckley. I mean, sadly, my final prediction for this fight, I think Joaquin Buckley is probably going to catch him on the chin with one of these huge swinging jabs. I think Kamaru Usman, he's just not fast enough. It's not fair for me to use Imavov as an example because Imavov can strike you moving backwards. Kamaru Usman has not shown that, and his knees are not going to let him do that probably. Most likely, the knockout's going to look like this. And I hate to say that, but I mean, this is what we got to do. We got to make our predictions. Anyways, that's my video for tonight, y'all. This is Flying Squirrel. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think that these are ways that Kamaru Usman can win? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. This is Flying Squirrel.